Hello, good evening, and welcome to my channel. Yes, today we are still going to be discussing on that same topic of yesterday that says looking inwards is a greatest deliverance. But I'm taking it to a subtopic today that says demand growth for yourself, conquer in progress. What do I mean? Now, if you listen to me yesterday, you will hear when I said that 80% of what is happening to you comes from you. When I say so, I mean both the positive and the negative. Now, you may not necessarily be the cause of everything that happens to you in life. Sure. But why I said 80% comes from you is because you are the only one in charge. You are the only one that determines the outcome. You are the only one that determines whether this will control you, whether this will change you positively or negatively. And you are the only one responsible for your result. So in life, the first thing you must settle with is it is your life. Whosoever is driving you in life, you are responsible for the choice. You have to get to this point where you understand that you are responsible for your life. Growth is a part of life. Why? Because the more you grow, the more you have the capability to deal with life situations. That's why we keep talking about growing in knowledge. And even in the Bible, God says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge have done a lot to us, especially in this part of the world where we see our human beings as the enemies. Yes, Satan can use anybody to try to limit you. But one thing you must not allow is the dependency mentality on your enemy to control the circumstances of your life. What do I mean by that? You must get to the point where, irrespective of the fact that you know that you don't control the outcomes of your life and you don't control the people who are after you or the circumstances that comes to you, you develop this conquering mentality where you know that you keep trying, you keep finding out how to try more until you get the result that you want. Because as far as you can see, is all there is that you can get to. Yes, the therapy of a happier life is looking inwards. Why do I keep saying about looking inwards? Because the greatest deliverance on earth starts from at that point where you can always tell yourself the truth when nobody else is. If you failed at this project, oh, Favor, why did you fail? What and what did you not get right? What do you need to learn more? Yes. If you feel you have done all that you know in that thing, ask yourself again another question. Is there all there is to be done in this particular situation to get the desired result? If there is not, pursue knowledge. Knowledge can be acquired. Attitudes can be acquired. And the greatest thing I have found out in life is that there is an attitude to life that produces positive or negative results. And it's your duty to be responsible for your attitude. It's your duty to grow. It's your duty to decide whom you want to be. And you should be able to say, yes, this is me. I'm growing. And people should look at you and see, yes, that there is a remarkable growth in your life. Looking inwards help you leave many things that are distraction, especially the people you think that, yes, this is my problem. If only this person have died now, I would have moved forward. If only this person is not after me, this one could have happened. Once you start looking inward, you find out that there is so much power in you that the people you think are your problem are just distractors. And the funny thing is that you're the one that gives them attention. No one can distract you except you give them attention. So what do? You focus on the main thing. Demand growth from yourself. Grow. And as you are growing, demand more growth. Why? Because the bigger you become, the bigger the challenges that come to your life, the bigger the situations of life you need to conquer. Don't lock yourself up in any box. And the greatest way to test are you growing is the more you grow, the more you find out that you actually needed to grow more. Yes, more knowledge humbles you. More knowledge makes you know that, yes, you have not even started. Demand responsibility from yourself. Leave your village people alone. Leave the people that you are using as an excuse alone. Why? Because you can actually say, yes, I could have been this, but because of this, I could have been this, because of, all your excuses are justified. But one thing I have found out from excuses that excuse will not solve your problem. Excuse will not make you more happy. Excuse will only make you dodge from reality. But the day you wake up and say, how do I overcome all these excuses? What more can I do? Funny enough, God and nature will start bringing everything that you require to do to bring yourself out of all those things. In all these things, remember, there is a God in heaven that helps you. Yes, and once you are willing and obedient, he said the good of the land will come to you. What does that mean? Once you are willing to take responsibility for your life, he brought you here to be productive. He brought you there to be fruitful. He brought you here to be a conqueror. He did not bring you to be a victim, complaining from one problem to the other. Yes, problems abound. Things that we cannot explain abound. But the most important of all these things is that in all these things, the Bible says we are more than conquerors. First of all, develop the conquering mindset. But the conquering mindset does not work when you are not willing to take the steps necessary to make it work. There is a mindset for the victory. There is a mindset to move your life forward. There is a mindset for progress. But the bottom line is the day you wake up and say, I am responsible. I'm responsible for the outcomes of my life. I'm responsible for this situation. And don't take responsibility for what others have done for you that you do not have control of. No, take responsibility for your reaction to those things and decide who you will be, what you will come out, what you will come out of it at the end of the day. Because at the bottom line is that you can actually conquer in progress. The most important thing is keep conquering, keep moving forward, and keep making progress. Yes, looking inward is therapeutic. What do I mean? Because once you start looking inward, first of all, your eyes is away from the distractors. Secondly, you are not looking for solution. Because when you look inward, the first thing you'll find out is where you are responsible. What more could you have done better? Start practicing it. And always be soft on yourself. What do I mean? One of the best things that happened to me in my growth is the day I learned to forgive myself. And the day I learned to blame myself faster. Why? Because if I am dealing with people, I want them to understand why they should take a blame when they are wrong. But when I take the blame on behalf of them, the first next thing that happens is that I've already shifted the attention to myself. And one next thing I'm asking myself is, how could this be avoided? How could we get a better result the next time? Because there could be more to life. And attitude is something you learn. You do stop using the language, that is me. That is how I'm born. I cannot change. No. The reason why you go to church is to learn something new to help you change. The reason why you go to school is to learn something more to help you change. The reason why you are relating with people is to learn something good to help you change. As you're changing, you are developing convictions. There are convictions you need to carry to the next level of your life. There are ones you need to adjust. There are ones you need to modify. But just be a work in progress and conquer in progress. Life begins when you know that you can actually conquer in progress. Do all that you could do. Always depend on heaven for help. But remember that it all boils down to an attitude. And once the attitude is settled and you're always willing to grow, God will bring people, teachers from all around this world, from children to adults, from every phase of life. Because once you are willing to learn, heaven is willing to teach you. And you will always grow. Look inwards. Stop looking outward. Thank God it's Friday. I just want to tell you happy weekend. Spend some time and reflect today in your results from January to March and find out, are you happy with the outcomes? If no, then find a way of how you do things better. Tell yourself that truth. You don't need to tell any other person the truth. You find out in your closet. Just between you and yourself, make decisions, ask God for help, look for the knowledge you require to get better in this part. All right, till the next time. See you. I'm still your favorite Becky. Take care.